Hey there, tomato heads. It's Mrs. Tomato Head here, coming to you with a very special review. Normally, I don't do my reviews live, but this is a special one because it's very serious. Because my number one favorite micro dwarf for the past 2 years has been Vilma. I'm a Vilma evangelist. I'm always talking about how wonderful Vilma is. Vilma is a wonderful variety from the Czech Republic. Pretty straightforward. She has nice little red cherries on her. Many of you that are in my group, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, or if you subscribe here on YouTube, you know that I have a Vilma plant that is a year and a half old. And so she's an indeterminate, and I give her haircuts, I prune her back, and she's just like, she's a hardcore chick. I love her, and she tastes fantastic. I think for me, she's been number one for a long time. And then Tiny Totem's number two. I think Funny Plum Yellow's number three. I forget the actual a Little Heartbreakers in there too. Anyway, she's been like not even number one by a little bit until enter the new kid in town, Candy Berry. I reviewed last week. I think I uploaded the review to my YouTube channel just about a week ago. And Kina from Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap in Norway, she gave me the seeds quite a while ago, and I started them back in September. It is now December if you're watching the recording of this. We're a couple days out from Christmas, hence my little blinkety blink micro dwarf there. That's a Cyberish Zimmer tomate. So anyway, I tasted Candy Berry, and it is out of this world. Wonderful, beautiful, glossy cherries. Let me show you what the difference is between the two. So Vilma's larger. This is Vilma. This is Candy Berry. You can see, if I don't want to get too close without losing, good view of it, but Candy Berry is very glossy. I can see why she is named Candy Berry. Let me show you a few photos. So this is my old girl Vilma. This was taken a couple months ago. To be honest with you, I mean, I can show her. She's looking sad right now. She just put out another harvest, so I need to give her a haircut. So she's looking a little sad. I want to do a review on that, or not a review. I want to do a video on that, actually, how to revive your indeterminate micros. So I've kind of kept her looking sad. Maybe she'll make an appearance. We'll see. But this is what Vilma looks like, with a bunch of Vilmas, and on the inside, she's sweet, she's juicy, she checks all the boxes as far as I'm concerned for a cherry tomato. I had no idea there were even indeterminate micro dwarfs, honestly, until she came around. And she's been through the ringer, my old lady. I started 4 of them. This was summer 2022. I had 4 of them. My bright idea, I thought that I would put them in coffee mugs on my windowsill. And they survived and they produced. But, once I up-potted her to a 1-gallon grow bag, she continued, she just flourished, she exploded, and she's been producing for me ever since, with some pruning in between there. There she is. This is about a little over a year ago. So that's Vilma. Candy Berry, I mean, look at this thing. Look at how glossy those fruits are. History-wise with Candy Berry, I mentioned this in my review video last week, that I can't find any history on her. She's kind of a mysterious lady at this point. I've looked everywhere. I can't find it. And I'm pretty good at researching tomatoes. But she is delicious. This is in a 1-gallon pot. I am looking to actually up-pot her to either 1-gallon grow bag or 2-gallon grow bag. I'm finding that they do much better in those. And this is the inside of Candy Berry. So it's Candy versus Vilma. When I tasted Candy, I knew, like, I actually need to do a taste off. I have to give these ladies, their due, and do a really legitimate taste off. So I thought I would do it live just to be really authentic. I have not tasted them together. I was also waiting for Vilma to be, very ripe. I find with micro dwarfs, it's so tempting to want to pick them and eat them when they first look ripe. But I encourage you, if you're a micro grower like myself, wait, because the flavor is a world of difference if you wait for them to ripen even more. Even if they split a little bit, I mean, without getting buggy and stuff, but it makes a world of difference. So I wanted to do, Vilma a favor, make sure she was really ripe, and also Candy Berry, of course. I am going into this while Vilma is very near and dear to my heart. I am going into this with an open mind. I wouldn't say I loved Candy Berry so much and that I even needed a showdown if I didn't think it deserved a showdown. I mean, Candy Berry is good. So I'm really curious. I really don't know what to expect. And I wanted you guys to experience it with me. My buddy's here, Jen Joy. Hey, Jen. So if you guys are around tomorrow night, actually, no, tomorrow afternoon, I'm sorry, we're special time. Jen and I would do a live show once a month called Tomato Talk Live. I'm sure you guys have seen it. But if you're just tuning into my channel and maybe you're a micro person, but you haven't checked out our other stuff, we do it once a month, normally the first Friday of the month, and normally at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But tomorrow we're doing a special Christmas episode, and it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join us. We're giving away some cool prizes. We're opening up our Christmas gifts to each other. We're going to even start, if we have time. We tend to get, we go on like a tangent with talking tomatoes and we get sidetracked, but we're going to start talking seed starting already. So thanks for everybody watching live. Wow, more than I expected. Hey, Sherva. Ken's here, curious to see what happens. Me too, Ken. My heart's beating a mile a minute. These ladies are sweating it out. All right, let me show you what they look like. Both of them definitely need they need to go to the spa, let's put it that way. All right, here's Candy Berry. Here's Candy. So she's been producing for me for a while. It's pretty clear to me, and I showed this in my review video. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, I did put links to my original reviews of Candy Berry and Vilma in the live chat, but I also have it in the show notes. You can check them out there. So I am going to put her, I'm thinking I might put her in a 1 gallon grow bag, which seems silly. Why a 1 gallon grow bag from a 1.5 gallon pot? Because I'm finding that all of my plants in the 1 gallon grow bags are just doing better. I think the air pruning does really well for micro dwarfs. And I'm curious. I'm all about tomato experiments, especially with micros. So this is Candy Berry. She's stretching out, living large. She's really beautiful. I mean, you can see those fruits are just so glossy. They look like candy. All right. Be kind to my Vilma. Know that she is an old lady. She may be the oldest living micro in history. I don't know that that's true, but for me, she is. So she's looking very haggard, I will admit. But I tell you, she's looked like this before. I give her a really good haircut, like really good haircut, way down. And she pops back. I freshen up the soil, amend the soil. But yeah, she's showing her age, but man, she does still produce. It's actually almost, I can see where I've cut. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but you can see how I've cut her down many times. Little stumps there. Tomatoes are so resilient. So she's a tough broad, but you know what? If Candy Berry is to unseat her from her throne, they can be friends. They can. There's no mean girls around here in Tomato Land. Ken says, think I'm finally going to plant some micros this weekend. Vilma will definitely be one. Awesome. Let me share with you before I do the, oh, good, Michael, you're here. Snacking on my Vilmas now. So yummy. Michael's our new producer for Tomato Talk Live. Very excited about that. And Jen says, I vote Vilma for the winner, only because she's been through a lot, right? But they really can coexist together. I don't know what to expect, but I am definitely going into it with an open mind. I know Vilma, you know what, maybe she's ready for the new kid in town to take over. I want to share with you guys before I get into the flavor and stuff, where you can get seeds for Candy Berry. Vilma is relatively, it's, as far as I know, places in the United States, Canada have Vilma readily available. I could be wrong about that. I've heard quite often that a lot of the micro vendors have her out of stock for frequently. I don't know if that's true now. If you're in the group, you know, I've got Vilma seeds I'd be happy to share, but I think most micro dwarf vendors have them. I'm not sure about Forgotten Heirlooms, who's my one of my favorites, Ken Fry, but you can check. Candyberry's a little bit more tricky. That one, as far as I know, nobody in the United States carries seeds for her, but two vendors that do ship to the United States and all over the world, I should say. It's not just US, of course. You know, we have members and viewers from all over the world, but they are Vienna seeds and Meraki seeds. Vienna seeds is Germany, and Meraki seeds is from Greece, and both wonderful female owners who work very hard. They're both in my group, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. If you're not a member, please join us. We have a great time. It's a group steeped in kindness and generosity and just wonderful people. And we are tomato lovers of all. We run the gamut as far as experience. If you're tomato curious, if you're looking into growing micros, we're having Micropalooza, which means we're all growing micros indoors this winter. But let me get you the links to those two vendors. I will put them in the show notes too. So I think I can only comment to YouTube, but not to the Facebook group. So this is Vienna Seeds. Sabine has them in stock. Oops. All right. Disregard the last part of that. All right. Forget the / opens in a new tab. Just viennaseeds.de. And then Meraki seeds. Let's try this. Hope you guys can watch our Christmas episode tomorrow night. Or tomorrow day, not night. I keep saying that. Tomorrow day. I did it again with Meraki seeds. Don't disregard the opens in a new tab. Just merakiseeds.com. I'll put it in the show notes. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching live. This is just amazing. Rowena's happy to watch this. This is great. So many of you. Wow, I'm kind of blown away. I was just going to record it like my other reviews, and then I'm like, you know what? I need to do this live. I need to be authentic. So thank you guys for watching. All right. Let's get to tasting. All right. So the contenders are Vilma, weighing in at, I don't know how much she weighs, but she's an inch diameter. Weighing in at an inch diameter. And Candyberry, trying to unseat the queen. She is 3/4 of an inch diameter. I apologize for you metric people. I didn't do that. Colors about the same. Again, I could go into all the statistics with the heights and all of that. I encourage you guys just to watch my review videos. This is for taste. And if it doesn't go too long, I do have ripe tiny totem here, which is my number 2. So maybe I'm not even sure the tiny totem's going to measure up to these two ladies. So, all right, which one do I taste first? I do have 2 of each just in case. All right, I'm going to start with, I think it's smarter to start with Candyberry because pretty familiar with the Vilma taste. So I really don't have a gauge as to what I think is going to happen right now, but let's do it. Isn't it kind of like funny and sad that this is like so important to me? But it is important in like a fun way, like, you know, so nice to have these distractions from life's problems, right? So this is fun. I hope you guys have fun too. All right, here's Candyberry, beautiful glossy girl. Thin skin, which I like. Very sweet. Lots of flavor. I share this in all my review videos. Micros don't always have a lot of flavor. That's good. Okay. It's like I want to like make a photocopy of that flavor in my mind so I can remember. Okay. And here's my old lady, my Vilma. We're gonna taste them one more time, but I will tell you, Vilma won. Vilma won. I'm not just saying that. Um, I think it deserves a second chance just in case that first one wasn't good. Don't get me wrong, Candy Berry is delicious. But for me, it was pretty, pretty clear. Vilma was sweeter, lots more flavor. Woohoo, go Vilma, go Vilma. I know the Tiny Totem fruit is huge. All right, I'm gonna do Tiny Totem after this. All right. I'm kind of feeling bad for Candy Berry, but let's give her another try. I've got 2 more here. This is my last ripe Vilma for a while, so let's do this. All right, this time I'm going to taste Vilma first, to be fair. You know, I say this all the time, and taste is subjective, so this is just my opinion, of course. Vilma rivals pretty much any cherry I would get in the summertime. Like, I definitely have a different measuring scale micro dwarfs versus my regular tomatoes. If I give Vilma and Candy Berry a 9, which I did in my review videos, a 9 in micro world does not equal a 9 in regular world. But Vilma's pretty darn good. She's one of the best cherries I've had. All right. Now here's Candy Berry. This Candy Berry was better than the first one. It's still Vilma. It's still Vilma. It's really close. It's very, very close. I will tell you that. Candy Berry, I think the flavor doesn't carry through all the way to the end like Vilma. I don't know if that makes sense for you guys when you taste your tomatoes, but sometimes I feel like flavor, 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 and then it gets a little watery at the end. Vilma, the flavor carries throughout. Yeah, it's still Vilma. Still Vilma. Hey, old lady, come back. We are the champions, my friend. She's so sad looking. I should show you what a real Vilma looks like. I'll show you after her haircut. Look at her. I should have gotten a tiara. I have one somewhere. She is still the champion. She is still the champion. However, Candy Berry is delicious. I will tell you, she is delicious. I will be growing more of these. Yeah, she's really good. She's number 2, I think. Should I taste Tiny Totem? My number 2? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Still looking forward to getting Candy Berry, though. Oh, do not get me wrong, you guys. Get Candy Berry. If you can get your hands on seeds for these, and I will be saving, but Vienna Seeds, Meraki Seeds, they're both great vendors. You know, in the micro world where there's a lot of tasteless stuff, Candy Berry is delicious. No, Michael, do not throw out your Candy Berry seedling. I know you're teasing. I should taste Tiny Totem? All right, let's do it. Let me show you. So I've got 2 Tiny Totems, and I did do a review video of Tiny Totem last summer. I'm doing an experiment with these. So this is in a 1.5 gallon pot. Looking okay. Looks like she can use more room. Or he. Do your tomato plants have like genders? For some reason mine do. I think of Tiny Totem as a he. And this is in a 2 gallon grow bag. Look at the size of these. Huge, right? Huge. Doesn't get too tall at all. It's not going to get any taller than this. So I was surprised by this, how good it was last summer when I grew it for the first time. I think I had tasted a hybrid variety called Patio, which had fruits very similar looking in size and color and everything. And I was tasting so many micros at the time because I was growing out so many, and wasn't really thinking, hey, this is going to be a good one. And it was like, wow. And all my review videos, except for Candy Berry, all of my review videos are always my first taste. Candy Berry, I couldn't. There was a shriveling one, and I just couldn't let her go to waste. But the rest of them, all right. Let me try to pick the most ripe Tiny Totem. All right, these are, as you can see, these in the 1 gallon or 1.5 gallon pot. Ugh, are a little smaller than how some of them get. They just get massive. I mean, if you've got the room and you're itching for like a decent sized tomato in the middle of winter, this is great. All right, is that the most ripe? No, I think this one's riper. I'm going to pick this one too. All right, let's slice in. Oh man, it's December and look what I'm slicing into. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, come on. I'm going to pass out from excitement. All right. Are the flavors fresh in my mind? I think so. It's really good. Look what I'm eating at almost Christmas. Oh, look at all the seeds and goo. I'm a sucker for seeds and goo. All right. I almost feel like I need to do a taste off now with Candy Berry and Tiny Totem. Actually, I could, couldn't I? Do I have any more ripe candy berries? I do. All right. Please stand by. All right. Look at the size difference between these. Not funny. Tiny Totem, whoever bred that is brilliant. I think it came from a different variety just called Totem. History's a little lack on that one too. All right. Here's Candy Berry. I don't think this one's going to be close. Candy Berry is definitely number 2. But man, Tiny Totem's delish. What did who was that chef that used to say, I wish there was smell-o-vision. I wish I could share this with all of you, my fellow tomato heads out there. All right. Vilma 1, Candy Berry 2, Tiny Totem 3. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. So that's it, gang. Thank you all for watching my review video in this very special Showdown. Another Candy Berry. She is great. She's great. And I'm super psyched for Tiny Totem too. Not that I would do this, but if I could just grow those 3 micros for the rest, I'd be really happy. For the rest of my life, I'd be really happy. However, there's way more cool ones to explore. Like I haven't tasted this Siberian Zimmer Tomate yet. I've got a lot of videos to record. All right, gang. Hope to catch you guys all tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock Eastern, with my tomato BFF, Jen Joy. And I love you guys. If I don't see you at tomorrow's show, or if you're not able to join us live, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a fruitful and abundant 2024. Thanks, gang. See you next time. Peace and love. Get your gratitude on. Go, Vilma. Vilma, woo.